Hello and welcome to Willard High School, where we've got the Division II Ashland District Sectional Championship with the number 3 Clear Fork Colts taking on the number 9 Kenton Wildcats. This tournament edition of High School Hoops is being streamed to you live and free on your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer. And it all comes to you next.
Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more.
Somebody else.
Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
Nice look to Denbo.
Regarding her beautiful
Behind the back move. Oh my goodness, ankle breaker. And hits the shot. Wow.
Being aggressive and traveling, or in traffic. Inside to Holloway.
2-1-2 fast break. Ramsey has it, takes it herself off the glass. And Crestview comes back. The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Hello and welcome back to the Big Haas. Bob Haas Gymnasium. Storm Blunchley, of course, as always, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, after a 1-week hiatus, I think I'm ready for some tournament action.
Yes, we had that week break, but we got a good one here today. A team in Kenton that upset Norwalk. The number 9 seed Kenton they beat the number 5 seed Norwalk, and Clear Fork was able to handle Clyde. So we got a good matchup here tonight. Storm and Kenton looking to play spoiler against some Colts.
Definitely, and they did play spoiler. I believe it was last week. They beat number 5 ranked Norwalk, so a big win for them here in the tournament.
Yeah, Storm, and to come in here against Clear Fork, it's going to be a tough task, but they got to be able to box out Becca Conrad.
Definitely, and then as we get into our matchup spotlight here today, of course, the Kenton Wildcats taking on the Clear Fork Colts. Clear Fork coming in ranked at number 3, Garrett. This has been one of the teams to beat here in this district.
Yeah, Storm, a very tough team, and a lot of people talk about Becca Conrad, but they're very good across the board. They had a couple scores on the team. I think the stat I seen earlier today was they have 5 scorers above 6 points per game, so they got scores at all levels. Becca Conrad is really just a beast that gets it going for the Lady Colts.
Take a second now to listen to our national anthem. Stepping back into the booth now and moving right along into our Kenton team spotlight for tonight. Garrett Kenton, like we said, a team coming off a big win versus the number 5 seed coach, Jay Bosselman. They had a rough league play, but finishing at 10-13, just a tad below 500, but they're off of a huge win.
Yeah, they couldn't get any wins in the Western Buckeye League. A pretty solid conference, but they played a very solid out-of-league conference and were able to pick up some wins. So they score about 42 a game, allow 47, and of course their season is riding on that upset win on Wednesday against Norwalk.
We're going to move now into, we had a chance to talk to Jay Bosselman before the game, so we're going to send it down to Travis Perotti for that.
Coach, 9 seed, you pulled off an upset in Norwalk a couple days back. What can a win like that do to propel you throughout this tournament run?
Yep, I think it gives us some momentum with the girls, some confidence that we can play with anybody if we come out and give the effort, and I think we were able to do that, and I just think they're ready, and hoping we can do the same today.
This is the first time we've had you on the OH.Report, so if you want to give our fans out there just a little bit of a scouting report of what you guys have to offer.
Yep. So we have a little bit of everything. We've got, offensively, we've got a couple shooters. We got a big girl inside, not quite as big as Becca from Clear Fork there, but we got one inside, and we'll play good hard defense and look to run in transition. So hopefully we'll come out and play and be competitive with these guys.
And you talked about Becca Conrad. What's it going to take to contain her and be able to cut down the nets here this evening?
It's going to take a lot of help from everybody, being able to help with her and help with the rest. They've got a great team, so we just got to come out and play our best, and we'll be fine.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you, boys.
Thank you very much, Travis. Wonderful interview as always. We're going to move right along into our team spotlight for the Clear Fork Lady Colts. Garrett, who have been dominant all season long. Coach Scott Seller really knows what he's doing with the reins of this Clear Fork team.
Yeah, they beat Clyde 57-43 on Tuesday. They'll play the winner of Mansfield Senior versus Bellevue, but first Storm, they got to win this game, and they score about 56 points per game. They allow 39 defensively, so they not only can score the basketball, but they can also defend. They finished the year winning 4 of their last 5, including that win over Clyde. And their last sectional championship, Storm, was in 2015. So about 7 years ago was when the Lady Colts were here, and they were able to get it done, but they've been in a drought ever since.
Our OH reporter Travis Perotti had a chance to talk to Scott Sellers pregame. Let's see what he had to say about this matchup.
Scott Sellers of the Clear Fork Lady Colts. Coach, you've had a special season this year, 19 wins, going for your first 21 season since 1988. I wasn't even born yet. But just how special of a season has this been, and how has your team come along throughout the season?
It's been pretty cool. You know, we started talking about this season, very end of last season. So April 1, when we were allowed to get back in the gym, we did. We had, 5, 6, 7 girls committed to coming in 3-4 days a week, shooting, working on stuff. We started to build some chemistry in those months, April and May, and then we got to our camp stuff, our summer league stuff, and then everybody was buying in, everybody was coming. We did a lot of fun things this summer, and I think that it helped propel us to, the season that we've had. Like you mentioned, we're 19-4 so far. We're going for our 20th win today. We're going for our first sectional title since 2015. So we're really excited. I know that they're excited, and they've worked really hard to be there, and I'm really happy for them.
You're taking on a Kenton squad that upset 5th seeded Norwalk to get here. What's it going to take to knock them off and to cut down the nets this evening?
Well, they're certainly big. They got a girl that goes about 6'2". They got some real good guard play. They shot the ball extremely well the other day against Norwalk, and it helped them win. So I think for us, our game plan will remain basically the same. We like to come out and pressure the ball. We like to pick up full court. We like to run when we can. We like to go inside out with Conrad, and we feel we got some shooters outside that can do some nice things for us. So, we'll stick with that, and if the effort's there, I think we have a decent chance.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Okay, thanks, Travis.
Back to you, boys.
Just moments away from tip-off now. Let's quickly take a look at our keys to victory. First for the Kenton Wildcats. For them, it's going to be very key for them to force Conrad out of the paint as well as crash the glass. Garrett, it's going to be a tough one down low whenever you have to face up against Becca Conrad. It is not going to be easy for them.
Yeah, Storm, her height advantage poses a huge problem, not only for teams in the area, but a team like Kenton that the size advantage really isn't in their favor. And Conrad, they got to force her out of the painted area. Her shots cannot come inside that painted area. Force her out, and then, of course, you got to be able to crash the glass. You got to be able to box out and rebound against a team like Clear Fork.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our keys for the Clear Fork Lady Colts quickly before tip-off. Dominate the paint, fast out of the gate. Garrett, pretty much the opposite of what Kenton needs to do. I mean, Conrad's such a dominant force down low as Clear Fork takes their first possession on offense.
Yeah, they're going to go right to her. Storm, tremendous pass from Wortman down low to Conrad, and that's got to be the bread and butter for Clear Fork here tonight. They got to continue to feed the beast down low, and as you mentioned, if Kenton wants any shot to win this game, they got to get some stops early, and this is exactly the start Clear Fork wanted. They're already up 4-0.
Definitely a fast start for Clear Fork. 2 of 2 on their first couple of shots as they're going to pick up a foul. Kenton will Kenton will take the ball out of bounds. So Clear Fork with a quick start, 4-0 in this tournament matchup. Litherell has it on the right wing. Melina guarding her, almost turns it over and does. So 2 quick turnovers for Kenton and a foul. Never want to see that, Garrett, but it has been a rough start for Kenton.
And that was one of the keys on that list, Storm, for Clear Fork, is they needed to start fast, and they needed to really put any hope that Kenton had to come in here and upset the Colts, just drain it out of them almost instantaneously, just suck the air out of the room, and so far that's exactly what the Clear Fork Colts are doing.
So you see the Mansfield Senior Tigers are here as Clear Fork puts up a 3. That one rattles home, and Clear Fork's hot start continues with that 3-pointer.
Credit to this defense, Storm. They're forcing some turnovers, getting some steals, and they got 7 points off of it.
Kenton almost a step slow out of the gate, haven't been able to do anything. That's 3 turnovers. They're going to make a quick substitution as Nolting is going to check in. And I believe that's Bartlett going to sit down.
So Wortman, one of the leading 3-point shooters, Storm, on this team, but they're going to get Clear Fork with a travel. So that's going to be the Colts' first turnover here just a minute and 15 in.
And Kenton coming off that impressive win over number 5 Norwalk, but Clear Fork, totally different beast. Number 3, they've been a scary team for a lot of people, not just for Becca Conrad down low, but the whole squad has really just kind of stepped up this season from last year.
Well, Storm, really the only team that's been able to hang with Clear Fork has been Shelby, and nobody has been able to hang with Shelby so far this year. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Jay Bosselman. So Burning one here early, Storm. Got to set up the offense. Got to get some points here. Got to stop this Clear Fork momentum because so far it's been all Colts. As you see, the student section made the travel up here, Storm to the Haas.
Definitely, and I think Travis was telling us that they actually brought a bus. So, that's what you always like to see when you can get the students out in a bus when you have enough to take. It's always super exciting to see the student sections. I feel like they really add a lot to the atmosphere,
especially here in tourney time when everything's backs against the wall. You need your crowd to be in it for you, and so far the Colts, with the early 7-0 lead, leaving that student section nothing but to cheer about.
So Kenton will be set to inbound on the sidelines. They get it in. Down low now. Miller has it. Becca on her. No points on that possession as Becca was able to play some terrific defense. Clear Fork the other way. Molina has it across the half-court line. Dribble handoff. Labaki. It's going to be a kickball violation, on Harple.
That's going to be the matchup to watch, Storm, is Miller on Conrad. Miller averaging 7.3 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and not a lot of scorers on this Kenton team, Storm. They like to share it around. Nobody in double figures. But they do play tremendous defense, only allowing 47 a game. So let's see if they can get it done here tonight. They just forced another Clear Fork turnover.
An inadvertent entry pass there into the post, and we were talking about that pregame, Garrett. This is a team that likes to get it down low, but not always the best at getting those entry passes to set up things in the post.
Another turnover here for Kenton as they throw it away. But as you mentioned, they're going to continue, Storm, to try to feed Conrad, and sometimes it might end up in a defender's lap, and they might be able to get the steal off of it. But Conrad did have that open look at the bucket. It looks like they're going to try to feed it back down inside.
And Kenton trying to play a zone, trying to shut down Becca Conrad any way they can. They already have two girls double teaming her. As Clear Fork floats that one up to Becca Conrad. She puts one up and puts it in. 4 points on the night for Becca Conrad.
Already a 9-0 lead here for the Lady Colts. Kenton's got to get something on the board, stop some of this momentum before it gets too out of hand.
Kenton has it on offense. Free throw line now is Knowlton. Picks up her dribble. Now outside to Wetherill. Dribbles to her right. Gets by her defender. Puts one up. Just short. Becca Conrad with the defensive rebound. Labaki has it. Gets it up the court to Cook. Back into the hands of Christian. Cook down low. Puts one up. Is going to get fouled and is going to get rewarded with a couple at the charity stripe.
Clear Fork making it look easy right now. They're just sharing the rock, finding open teammates, and right there, Cook took it straight into the teeth of the defense, took the contact, headed to the free throw line for a chance at a pair.
That one goes up and in. Cook true on her first as big group substitutions for both teams.
There's Bellevue Storm. They're going to be taking on Mansell Senior here in our second matchup coming up around 7:30. So the winner of this game, Storm, will play the winner of that game. So a lot of hypotheticals still here, but right now it looks like the Colts up 10-0. We're going to get a lane violation on Kenton.
I know a lot of people say Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year, Garrett, but gosh, I do love tournament time, something special. Just seeing all the different ways the brackets can play out, even at the high school level. I know I like March Madness a lot, but even at the high school level, just seeing all the different upsets, all the different things that can happen. It's a really special time to be a basketball fan.
Exactly, Storm. We've seen the upset. That's why Kenton's in here. They upset a higher seed at Norwalk that was a 5 seed, so they were able to get it done. They just got to get back to that. They got to play better defense and not let Conrad and others just get in the paint really so freely.
So Kenton with no points on the board yet, off on that three-point try. Eckathorn follows her own rebound, able to collect it on the offensive end. Wetherill has it. Takes a screen, blue ball guarding her. Butler, outside three-point try. That one true. And Kenton finally on the board with 3 points.
That's something they needed, Storm. They needed that three-pointer to fall, and they were able to get it to go. And now with 3:35 remaining, is the defense going to set in? As Coach Scott Seller's going to like to call timeout.
So it seems like the nerves are kind of getting to both teams, Garrett. I know Clear Fork out to a sizable lead so far, but it kind of seems like they're just playing a little bit frantically, both teams are.
Well, Kenton was able to put in that, I think it was a half-court trap storm they were playing as soon as they crossed the half-court line. That's why Coach Sellers elected to call the timeout, set something up to get the offense going and get it back down to Conrad and company and see if they can get some points off of it.
Definitely, Garrett. And for Clear Fork, they got to kind of keep doing what they're doing, getting it down low. Those entry passes, though, have been risky and have been getting stolen. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can kind of clean that up and stop those unforced errors.
And when they do, Storm, I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to guard Becca Conrad, not only in this game here today, but if they continue to move on in this district, just nobody really can match her height advantage and her frame, and she's going to be beasting and feasting Storm all tournament if they're able to get a win here tonight, which so far they're out to the 7-0 lead.
I think beasting and feasting is an understatement as Kenton sets back up in their 2-3 zone, but there's just nothing you can do against that as Becca Conrad puts one up, soft touch around the rim.
And Storm, she grabbed that out of the air, too, and was shooting it before she even landed, too. So heck of an athletic move there from Conrad, able to corral it and get it to go for 2 as they're back up 9.
A little alley-oop action as Kenton's on offense. Last possession, they had a 3-point try. I say that foul was on the floor. And Garrett, I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like for Kenton, you just got to attack Becca Conrad. See if you can get her to leave her feet and maybe foul you, get her into some foul trouble. Get her to sit down as she takes a seat right now, and especially right like this. This is when you have to take advantage. When Becca Conrad is on the bench, this is when you need to score all of your points pretty much.
Push it inside the paint, and right there they get a bucket off of it. So now the momentum, if they can get a stop here, Storm, and get some points, they're right back into this game before the end of the first.
Just under 3 minutes now left to play here in the first. Clear Fork has the ball on offense. Christina has it, kicks it off to Melina. She has it once again, top of the key. Back over to Belcher, trying to float that one inside. Risky passes, that one gets turned over. 4-on-5 fast break. Pull-up jumper from mid-range. No good. Clear Fork the other way now. Belcher has it, fakes a pass, makes a pass. Labaki on the left wing. Gets trapped in the corner, and Garrett, Clear Fork's offense, ice cold now.
Now that Conrad's out of the game, Storm, they got to find another option. They got him on the floor, but it's just going to be team ball movement as Kenton queued up a 3 and not going to get it to go. As now Clear Fork's looking like they're going to turn it over, and looks like Kenton's going to step out of bounds.
And for the Wildcats, you know, they are a defensive team. I believe they only score, maybe 40 or 45 points a night, but they don't let up that many points either.
No, they score around 42, and they only allow 47, so at times it can be hard for them to score, but they're also a very good defensive team, and Clear Fork had that quick start, Storm, but they've only had a couple points here in the latter half of this first quarter, but there's Conrad, Storm. Thought that was going to be an and one opportunity. Was able to take the contact head of the free throw line, and they're just feeding it to her, Storm. She's got 3 defenders on him. It doesn't matter. She's got the height advantage. She's able to go up and grab it, and now she's heading to the free throw line.
It's almost like at Thanksgiving when you're playing football versus your little cousins that come over and you just kind of snatch it out of the air. I mean, that's kind of what it is playing against Becca Conrad. Just so dominant down low, but maybe this might be the strat here, Garrett. You know, don't let Becca Conrad score any easy ones, but foul her, send her to the free throw line, and make her earn those points.
46% free throw shooter, Storm, so I think Kenton likes to play those odds, and now that she's missed both, you might want to try to send her to the free throw line and maybe get her out of her rhythm.
The old hack-a-shack play, they used to call it. Send Shack to the free throw line as much as you can. As Kenton turns it over on their offensive possession, Clear Fork the other way. Labaki has it, swinging it around the perimeter. Melina now over to Worthman. Back over to Labaki, and they're really just playing so patiently, trying to find that entry pass down low, really wanting to feed Conrad, and they're going to get it right there as that one, another alley-oop for Becca Conrad falls.
Yeah, so we're going to start calling those alley-oops. We're going to make that happen because that was exactly what an alley-oop was, and now Kenton on the other end able to hit the step back there, and is that a 3-star? It was. So 14, no, it was not a 3. Excuse me. It was a 2. So 7-14, they cut this lead in half.
Melina has it, back to Labaki. Clear Fork trying to set something up. 3-point try. That one no good. Kenton the other way, trying to get anything going offensively. And Garrett, points have not been easy for them.
This defense from Clear Fork, they were pressing at the beginning of the first. Now they've kind of got back into the half-court defense, and now look for Kenton to apply some pressure here before the end of the quarter.
Belcher has it, swings it over to Molina, trying to get it across the half-court line. They get it to Conrad. Zip pass over to Labaki. Clear Fork sets up in their offense. Kenton in a 2-3 zone, 30 seconds left to play. 7-point advantage for the Colts. Looks like they're going to elect to take the last shot. Colts swinging it around the perimeter. 20 seconds now. Labaki has it. Back up top to Molina. 10 seconds. This is when they need to start moving, making something towards the basket. Molina, 5 seconds. Pull-up jumper on the way. No good, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Clear Fork 14, Kenton 7. We're going to be right back after this break. Welcome back to Willard High School. Storm Blunchley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And we've got tournament action. Clear Fork taking on Kenton. Clear Fork out to a 7-point advantage, Garrett. But Kenton started to find their offensive prowess there at the end of the first.
Yeah, Conrad checked out and they're able to knock down a 3, kind of climb back into this game. And now just a 7-point advantage for Clear Fork. So the problem for Kenton is where's the defense going to be able to come when Becca Conrad gets the ball so deep in the painted area. All she's got to do is turn around and then bank it in off the glass. We're going to get a reaching call on Molina. So Kenton will retain possession.
Out of bounds now, baseline. No stack play, but a 3-pointer for Kenton. That one no good. Battle for the rebound. Clear Fork able to come up with it here on the early goings of the second quarter. And this was kind of the offense that Clear Fork liked to run. Get it down low to Becca Conrad, puts one up and puts one in. Clear Fork just so patient, really only getting good quality shots near the basket.
They're drawing up perfect plays for Conrad. They're setting great backdoor screens, and she's able to slip right behind and get so close to the rim storm where it's way too easy. But right there on that possession, Weatherall able to knock down the layup for 2 and come back into the lead.
Unforced error for Clear Fork. And Garrett, we've seen a lot of that in the first quarter. Inadvertent entry passes to the post, and that one just throwing it right away. Clear Fork, some very easy to clean up mistakes.
Yeah, they got 4 turnovers here through these first 2 quarters, but they're going to live with that, with the way they try to get it and feed it down to Conrad, as we're going to get an offensive foul. So another turnover for Kenton. They're up to 5.
Not really sure where the offensive foul or the foul was there, but nonetheless, Clear Fork takes possession of the basketball. Molina has it, floats it over the top to Conrad. In the corner now as Cook dribbles inside. Great pass. We'll call that one a pass as Becca Conrad. 2 more for her name.
Great setup right there from Cook, just floating it over top to Conrad as we got some ankles on the floor, Storm.
Wow, oh my goodness. What a move right there. I didn't even really see what move it is. I was so focused on the fall, but whew. I mean, sheesh.
Clear Fork student section not happy with that foul call. Storm is now heading to the free throw line. Olivia Knowlton See if she can knock down a pair.
Puts up her first one and puts it home. Still has another. 2 big group substitutions as we take one more look at this.
That counts.
Ankle breaker. I think that counts. There was no real dribble move, but hand down, man down. You fall, man, it's over.
I consider that a dribble move, the spin move.
I mean, yeah, it counts. I'm in agreement with you. I definitely think that counts as an ankle breaker. As Clear Fork, 1-on-none fast break. Easy finish and a 10-point advantage for the Colts.
And now here comes the press storm, the trap. Somehow able to get out of there and beat it. Oh. Tremendous screening here from Kenton to get it up the floor, but they're going to throw it away.
Conrad with the steal, 1-on-1 fast break. Oh my goodness, what a block from the Wildcats. Wow, great transition defense.
Get that cheese out of here, Storm.
Back to the signature
Macy
cheese.
Heckathorn right there. Showing great defensive prowess right there. Sticking the palm up there, swatting the pinata. Clear Fork is going to get the possession back. And now with Conrad out of the game, Storm, let's see if Kenton's able to capitalize.
Like I said in the first quarter, this is definitely where they have to take advantage, almost getting a turnover. Clear Fork able to retain possession. And where does the offense come now for the Colts? Without their star player, I believe she has 15 already, if I'm not mistaken, that or 12. So they're going to call, I believe, a foul, and Clear Fork's going to inbound on the sideline.
You see Coach Sellers right there. A little frustrated, Storm, on his team right there. They had an entry pass, was able to get tipped, and then the foul ensued. So get the ball back, though, and but the way they play offense, very patient. They'll find the open look and get it to go.
You think almost when Becca Conrad's off the floor, they're just kind of stalling, waiting for her to get back on? I mean, a huge part of this offense runs through Becca Conrad for Clear Fork as we see a double dribble on the Colts.
She scores about 17 a game. They got some other scores on the team, but I think it comes from some of the attention swarming Conrad. She's able to kick it out, and they got some great shooters on the squad. Lily Wortman's one of them, Annika Labaki. So they got shooters. It's just getting it to those shooters in open spaces. And now Kenton is going to pull a three of their own and not going to get it to go.
Clear Fork fast break, 2-on-1. Going to say there was a kickball violation, so Clear Fork with a little bit of a lucky break, they're going to be able to retain possession of the basketball.
So now Conrad Storm back into the game. She's not getting very long breaks. She's getting short ones, but they're coming in spurts. And now Clear Fork, another opportunity to extend their lead. I'm sure they're going to continue to try to use her height advantage to their advantage.
Oh, check out the little decoy play right there. Becca Conrad on the down cut and beautiful backdoor cut from another Colt to get an easy 2-point, and that's going to be an unforced turnover again for Kenton. And Clear Fork going to have possession of the basketball.
And what a play design, Storm, that was to send Conrad across the paint and then hit Weichel for the easy layup.
Well, I think you could be in agreement. I think everyone in the gym thought that it was going to Becca Conrad on the inbound play. So a beautiful play drawn up by Scott Seller as another amazing block from the Wildcats. Unfortunately for them, Clear Fork able to get the offensive rebound. Clear Fork once again trying to work it inside. A little scrap for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards Clear Fork.
A little bit of physical play down there, Storm, from Ken. They wanted that ball, try to rip it away. Weren't able to do so. Got the jump ball call.
Yeah, Kenton playing very physical defense down there as Becca Conrad just kind of playing a little bit of bully ball down there, saying, "Get off me, noob," as the Wildcats are on offense. 3-point try now for them. No good, Garrett, and just 3 points for them so far as Clear Fork has it on the fast break, put one up, no good defensive rebound, but just 3 points for Kenton as they're going to call a jump ball on that play.
I didn't see Storm with that. They got the same possession, so it didn't really matter anyway, but they got to find a way to beat this press. Clear Fork's been able to play great defense, trap them in corners. And here goes the trap right here, and looks like a steal, but not going to get it.
Just a step too slow on that one as Kenton's going to try to take advantage. They will not. They turn the basketball over, and the scoring drought continues for the Wildcats.
And really the only reason they're still in this game, Storm, is from their defense. It's been able to just keep them hanging in there. Only down by 12 here as Labaki's going to try her hand at a three. Not going to get it to go, but Conrad's able to tip it out for the offensive rebound.
Another three-point try on the way for Clear Fork. Just short. Labaki not able to convert. Kenton the other way. It's been a while for them without a basket as Wetherill has it. Floater alert, no good. Henthorne, a little too much on that one as it sails out of bounds. Clear Fork's going to take possession.
A little too strong there on the rebound there from Kenton. Too strong off the glass and still in this scoring drought. But only down 12, so still hanging in there.
Clear Fork the other way. Cook has it, puts it up. No good. And Garrett, it's been a minute without a basket for either team, I think.
Yeah, and if you're Kenton, you got to be getting some points here while Clear Fork's been struggling themselves because they're going to get going, and when they do, Storm, it's hard to slow them down. So the points got to come in a hurry here for Kenton. They're not going to get it on that possession. And tremendous pass up the floor from Alina to Labaki, who converts for two, and it's back up to 14.
It's going to be a timeout for the Wildcats, Garrett. And a picture-perfect fast break right there. Great outlet pass and great court awareness for Labaki, to leak out and get past the last defender.
Yeah, you always got to keep your eyes up on the fast break. Find the open teammate and not really throw it to your teammate. Throw it to a spot, and she did right there. Was able to lead Labaki and keep her away from any defenders who were trying to block that shot. And lead back up now to 14, Storm. And really, Conrad hasn't done much since she came back into the ball game. I think Ken was able to adjust, but now the other players are starting to step up for Clear Fork.
Definitely Garrett, as I believe Conrad has 12, but there are a couple other Clear Fork players with 4 or 5 tonight, as Clear Fork leads 24-10. Will be Wildcats ball out of the timeout. Still trying to break this press as they get it up to Harple. Has it on the right wing, trying to work it down low, and does. Miller, quick shot, and that's something we haven't seen much of. Garrett Miller not really able to use her size to her advantage when she's got Becca Conrad on her.
Well, now with her out of the game, Storm, what a fake right there from Kenton. That's Kinsey spraying. Just putting it in with the lay-in, Storm, and just like that, it's back down to 10. Neither team wants to pull away.
Now under 2 minutes left to play here. Beautiful pass. No points will come out of it as Kenton taking it the other way. Milton has it. Left wing, Clear Fork right there. All the way inside. Wildcats scoring on two straight possessions.
Storm, and it's come from the inside area. When Conrad's out of the game, they got to be on the attack down there. They got Miller especially, who can use her size to her advantage, and right there, taking it straight to the cup is Macy Heckathorn, and just like that, Storm, a big run from Ken to get back into this game and cut it down to 8.
And that's always so difficult, Garrett, when you have just one key player that you really rely on. When they're on the bench, it's really like who's going to step up both on the offensive and defensive end. And Clear Fork trying to find their second option.
They've had a few step up here, but none of them have the presence, Storm, that Becca Conrad does down inside with her size. When you can just throw it up, she can go get it and put it in for 2. It's such a hard stop, and Ken's been able to find ways to adjust here, and especially in the second quarter. I think Conrad had probably 10 of those 12, Storm, in the first quarter. She had the first couple buckets of the game. They've been able to regroup and find a way to stop her, at least contain her to a little bit, but now the offense for the Wildcats starting to pick it up as well.
Yeah, and you see they're playing some really physical defense on Becca Conrad, really making her feel uncomfortable as Clear Fork's going to uncork a 3. That one no good. Rebound able to be tracked down by Kenton. Knowlton has it. Almost turns it over and does come from behind. Steal. It's going to be another turnover, 2 in a row for both teams. I say that one is a foul, and Kenton going to inbound the basketball on the baseline.
It's a little bit of a scramble there, Storm, for the basketball.
A bit of a scramble for my words. I'm a little rusty. Had a week off. Kenton able to inbound the basketball. Step back three. That one goes. Wow, what a shot from Harpole.
Storm, and just like that, it's a 5-point game. Somehow Kenton was able to come back into this game. It's been on this defensive end. They're getting stops. They're being physical. And
oh my goodness, what a block. And on the other end, the two-pointer doesn't go. Offensive rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. Get that mess out of here.
What a block right there, Storm. Was that from Miller? Look at this.
Denied. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a block. And what a huge momentum play for the Wildcats.
Only if Kenton Storm was able to get some points on that possession, because now Clear Fork can take all the momentum into the half if they want to hold this and just take the final shot. Looks like they're not going to do that. Miller almost had another block. Stripe's going to call the foul, excuse me. Now heading to the free throw line is going to be Clear Fork. That's going to be Belcher.
I don't know about that one, Garrett. That one looked kind of clean to me, too, as, like you said, just a 5-point game already. As Christina has it at the free throw line, first attempt. That one no good. 34 seconds left to play here in the second. And Garrett, what a turnaround end of this second quarter it has been for Kenton.
Conrad in double figures for Clear Fork, but really the only other scoring coming from Labaki with 4 and Wortman with 5. And now Belcher able to knock down her second free throw, so back up to 6. Still a 2-possession game.
Kenton still desperately trying to crack this press. They've had a couple of successful possessions, just like this one, as Knowlton has it. 23 seconds now. Bounce pass over to Lorby. Going to call a foul on Clear Fork, so Wildcats set to inbound. Knowlton has it, floats it up top to Harpole. She uncorks a three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound for the Wildcats. Puts one up, no good. Offensive rebound. Miller once again blocked by Conrad, but stolen away. 5 seconds left, three-point try. Wow, what a shot at the end of the half to bring it to within 3, and that's going to do it. Some huge momentum for the Kenton Wildcats as we take a look at the replay. Everything turning up Kenton.
Just taking her lunch money right there, Storm, and Harpole able to put the icing on the cake and cut it to a 3-point lead here at the half.
That's going to do it for first half action. Second half action coming your way, where the Clear Fork Lady Colts lead the Kenton Wildcats 25-22. You've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH.Report.
Hi, I'm OH.Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you were just watching live and free Girls High School Hoops exclusively on the OH.Report. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
Very nice look to Denbo.
Guarding her, beautiful behind the back move. Oh my goodness, ankle breaker, and it's the shot. Wow!
Being aggressive and traveling, or he's trapping. Inside to Holloway.
2-on-2 fast break. Ramsey has it, takes it herself off the glass, and Crestview comes back.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome back to Willard High School. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, Kenton, able to make a big comeback there at the end of the first half.
Yeah, Storm, their defense was able to lock in, and they made a couple threes. Harple with that three at the end, but it was a setup from Kenton there. Getting a rebound from Michael Conrad, just stole their lunch money there, kicked it out to Harple, who was able to knock down the three, and just like that, Storm, all the momentum was back with Kenton and cut it to three.
Let's take a look at our halftime stats now on our Frito Lay halftime show for the Kenton Wildcats. 5 field goals, 3 threes, 12 rebounds, 6 fouls, 10 turnovers, shooting a perfect 2 of 2 from the free throw stripe. For Clear Fork, 10 field goals, 1 3, 13 rebounds, 6 fouls, 8 turnovers, shooting 3 of 5. Garrett, it's a pretty tightly contested ball game here on paper.
Yeah, Storm, and it really wasn't. In the middle of that second quarter, I think Clear Fork's lead was all the way up to 14. It looked like the Colts were going to pull away and really just completely slam the door here on the Wildcats, but they showed a lot of fight in the end of that second quarter. Were able to get some defensive stops, and I think the biggest key from the end of that second quarter was where was Becca Conrad. They did a great job defensively limiting her. They had 3 girls on her when she caught the ball. The thing is with Conrad, you got to force her out of the paint, Because really, if she gets so deep in the painted area where all she has to do is turn around and just lay it in, it's going to be a long night for the Wildcats. But they've been able to, in that second quarter, limit her opportunities, and that's why they're back into this game, and it's only a 3-point deficit.
And I definitely think that, as the game goes on, if she does get inside, I think it's time to start fouling. Make her go to the free throw line, make her earn them. She's, I think, a pretty poor free throw shooter.
46%.
Yeah, 46%. So make her go to the charity stripe, make her earn those points as opposed to giving them away for free.
Yeah, there's no need to let her just sit there and get easy looks at the rim. If she's going up, you got to foul her, and you got to foul her hard to where she can't even get a shot attempt out, Storm. So I agree with you. I think sending her to the charity stripe to make her work for those points is a great idea.
We're going to take a quick break on our Frito Lay halftime show. We'll be right back with second half action coming your way. Second half action here, just moments away. Storm Bluntsley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, great to have fans back in the stands here this year.
Especially in a tournament-like environment like this one, Storm, at the Haas, one of the legendary gyms here in the area. You see fans packing in what's going to be probably a great finish here, and student sections and all. We're set up here, Storm, for a great finish.
Definitely three-point advantage here for the Colts as the Kenton Wildcats will start with possession.
Little weave action.
Now, almost no go on that give and go as Miller puts one up. No good. Great defense from Becca Conrad, who didn't have as big of a footprint, I think, as she would like on the second quarter as she did in the first quarter.
Yeah, Storm, she came out of the gate firing, was able to get great position down low. Now the matchup between her and Miller is going to be a battle down low for the entire third and fourth quarter.
Definitely, as Clear Fork now on offense here at the start of the third quarter. Molina has it. Swings it over, almost turns it over. Bartlett not able to secure the steal. Couldn't get both feet in bounds.
Let me ask you, Storm. It feels like Kenton is, I feel like they're a different team from the first quarter.
Definitely.
I feel like a lot has changed. Their kind of intensity and their mentality and even their mindset. They've been able to hang in here and hang tough with the Clear Fork Colts in the second and now third quarter.
Definitely, and it seems like Becca Conrad really not as much confidence as she had in the first quarter. Passing that one out, I feel like that's something she would have shot. As Kenton, great defense again, 2-on-2, fast break, almost loses possession, able to hold on to it. Miller down low, puts one up. No good, gets her own offensive rebound, kicks it back out, swings it over to Harple. Three-point try, had a couple in the first half. No good on that one. Clear Fork the other way. Cook a little slow to get up. Definitely, though, Garrett, as Clear Fork puts up a three. That one goes. Bank is open here in Willard as that three-pointer off the glass. But Kenton just looking like a totally different team. Even in, the start of the second quarter, they looked a step slow. But as soon as I believe like on the halfway mark hit, they just really turned it on.
Yeah, Storm, something happened in that huddle, in that timeout that was able to get them going. And now going to get a push on Wertman as she had the big three on the other end. And they're going to need her to step up. She's the second leading scorer on this team. She knocked down the three. They're going to need her shooting here tonight with, I think, maybe a greater challenge than expected. And now Davis, Storm, checking in when she had a lower leg injury early in the season. Not many people expected her to even be back. And now she's back on the floor playing some very crucial minutes.
That one goes up and goes in for Harple. So still a 4-point advantage in favor of the Colts. Kenton hanging right there with them, applying some full court pressure as Becca Conrad has it, almost gets it stripped away. Give and go to Molina. She gets it out to Davis, dribbles to her left, gets it inside. That one goes up and goes in. A lot of contact, but no foul as Wertman gets the 2 points.
Too easy right there for Wertman. Had great positioning and ran a great play. Did Scott Sellers. Able to find the perfect fit right there. And nice pass here on the other end. Down to Miller for 2.
Nasty pass right there. Is Kenton able to go tit for tat here so far with the Colts? 4-point advantage still for them. Molina has it. 5 minutes left to play here in the third. And check out the defense that Kenton is playing as Clear Fork knocks down that three, but just daring Clear Fork to shoot. Garrett, I believe they're playing 2 people on Becca Conrad at all times, just leaving the perimeter wide open.
It's definitely going to be a tough strategy. They do got 2 girls over there around her, and Labaki able to knock down that three. Storm, she shoots 27%. So a very serviceable 3-point shooter is Labaki, able to step up right there and wide open, let it fly, make it splash.
Definitely, Garrett, and I'm not sure if that double team was drawn up by design or if maybe that was a miscommunication, but I don't think you can leave very many teams that wide open from the 3-point line.
Now with the way the Clear Fork can shoot it, they got a couple shooters on the floor really at all times, and that's by design too, because when it goes into Becca Conrad, she's got to be able to look 2 open teammates, get them the basketball when she's getting doubled, and be able to knock down the 3-pointers. And now Clear Fork up 7. See if Ken can get something going here offensively. Only had a couple baskets here in this third quarter.
As you see on the bottom of the screen, top of the scoreboard, we have our fan zone. So make sure you're commenting where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, or which commentator you like the most. And that's on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I mean, we all know who it is. So just make sure you're checking in with us, and we'll put you on the fan zone. As out of the timeout, the Wildcats have it. Mid-range shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. I believe we're going to call that one a jump ball, and the possession arrow points in favor of the Clear Fork Colts.
That's one thing, Storm, I struggle to like is the jump ball calls. How do you feel about them?
I don't really like them either. I don't know. I feel like
they're called a little too quick.
Yeah, I also feel that way. I don't know. There's a couple things, like the shot clock, for example, I just don't really agree with. But hey, that's how the game is played, and you have to adjust as Clear Fork, the other end, swinging it around. Becca Conrad still with no points here in the second half.
I think she had 2 in the second quarter. I think all 10 came in the first, and ever since that adjustment they made, Storm, she's been quiet, and they put some bigger guards on her. They had Tatum Miller on her, and now they're finally going to get it to her, and right on cue, Storm, able to knock it down.
Wow, I believe Belcher from Clear Fork got away with a little bit of an illegal screen, as that's going to be a foul call on Clear Fork. But, Garrett, you don't see a lot of people setting screens down low there in the post, but they're able to get Becca Conrad open for an easy 2-pointer.
That's what they seem to love to do, is set that little backdoor screen and then let Conrad really just go up and get it, and her defender be the one being screened. So it's been working to their advantage not only here tonight but all season.
Knowlton has it, dribbles out of bounds. They're going to call that one last touch by the Wildcats. Clear Fork retains possession. Clear Fork the other way. Labaki has it across the timeline. Now back into the hands of Labaki, swings it over to Molina. Just under 4 to play left here in the fourth. 9-point advantage for the Colts. Take a screen, Labaki has it. Dribbling inside, gets all the way to the lane, and another big block from Miller. And Kenton able to pull down the offensive rebound. Wildcats the other way. That one falls for them, and another 2-point basket for the Kenton Wildcats.
Hanging tough here is Kenton up at Willard against the number 3 seed in D2. Nice block again, Storm. She is hosting a block party down there. That's Macy Heckathorn.
Wish I would have, known a little bit beforehand. Would have brought my own potluck dish. Would have brought some pasta salad. As a beautiful dish being served right there on the offensive end for Kenton. No good. One-on-one fast break. Cook a couple of crossovers and another block, but they're going to call a foul on Miller. What a terrific defensive stand it has been for Kenton so far here tonight.
That's been like 3 straight blocks, Storm, and I don't know. I think that one was clean.
I'm in agreement with you there. I thought that one was clean as well. And
I think the ball ended up hitting Cook while she was standing out of bounds, too, so it would have been Kenton ball. Not only would she have got the block, and I think it's clean right here.
Oh, that is super, super clean.
I think it's a nice block. She's had, what, 3 on the last 3 possessions?
I think so, yeah. It's been a terrific effort for Miller here tonight on the defensive end, as Cook only able to convert one. As Christina checks in. Becca Conrad will also check in for the Colts. So, Garrett, what does Kenton need to do? They've been within striking distance, but never able to take the lead. What do they need to do to actually overcome this deficit?
I feel like they end up shooting themselves in the foot as soon as they get enough. As soon as they get close enough, Storm, going to get a push here on Kenton. That one's going to go against Brent Butler, but as I mentioned, I think as soon as they get, it's going to be a foul on Christina Storm.
Wow.
Back to what I was saying. As soon as they get close, they seem to turn the ball over at a high rate. They get a little antsy. They get a little nervous. Now they got the advantage here. Let's see if they can make it in. They do. Nice setup down to Miller. And Miller's having a pretty solid game here, too, Storm down low.
Definitely not only on the defensive end, but also helping her team out on the offensive end with 6 points, as that one's going to be a foul on Knowlton.
You can feel, Storm, the intensity starting to pick up. The crowd's getting into it now. Just 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Season on the line. Win or go home, and both teams get into it now. A 6-point lead for the Colts, looking to extend here on the offensive end.
And that's what you got to love about tournament basketball. Win or go home. This is your entire season. What you've been working for all year long is Clear Fork holds on to a 6-point advantage, trying to work it down low to Conrad. She's able to get it, kicks it back out. 3-point try. Clear Fork. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kenton, but that's something that Becca Conrad has been getting better all season long on, as there's a gorgeous crossover. But passing out of that, doesn't always have to take that shot down low. The ability to pass outside of the post once you receive it, that is something she has really flourished in so far.
And that's going to be a foul on Conrad on the reach right there. Ball just slips out of Kenton player's hand, and they should be heading to the free throw line here, Storm.
I think they are, but I think there's a little bit of moisture on the floor. Excuse me. Kenton's going to inbound out of bounds. They get into Miller. Hand it back off to Knowlton. Floater alert. You ain't Tony Parker. As Clear Fork the other way. Labaki has it. Left alone in transition. 3-point try. No good. Battle for the offensive rebound, and that's going to be another jump ball. I believe this time it will be Kenton possession.
Down 6 here, Storm. Kenton desperately going to need to be able to beat this press and get a bucket. They need something here as now Miller's going to check out. Checking in is Emily Pease for Miller. So now Storm, the size out of the game for Kenton. Looks like there might be some on the floor, Storm. Maybe officials timeout.
I'm not really sure. Don't really know what had happened. Maybe.
I've never seen the timeout call.
Yeah, I didn't think that there was a timeout.
Yeah.
A little bit of moisture on the floor, I think, once again. And well, it's always good to take that extra precaution. Never want someone slipping, getting hurt inadvertently for something that could have been avoided. So always happy to see that little break, you know, for the safety of the players.
And Kenton giving their round of applause, or the Clear Fork student section giving their round of applause of getting that wiped up. So they're pretty happy about it too, Storm. And they got to be happy with this 6-point lead, 30-36. And Kenton, the time has come, Storm. They got to give it their best shot here because the clock is going to be beginning to tick, and now it's going to become, especially when you get in the fourth quarter, it's not going to be in your favor with a team like Clear Fork. You never want to be coming back from a deficit. They've been able to stay right there, just not able to get over the hump and really cut it to a one-score game.
Definitely, I believe the closest it's been has been 4, and that was earlier here in the third quarter. Since it's 6 right now, the deficit for Kenton. So just haven't been able to get over that hump and take the lead as on the fast break. Mid-range try, that one goes, and now it's 4 for the Wildcats.
And that'll help right there, knocking that shot down. Was Gabby Weatherall able to get it to go, and now Clear Fork a little sloppy with the basketball. They're going to elect to pull it out, and now Conrad off the floor, Storm. Where's the shot going to come from? It's going to come from Labaki. Cold-blooded right there, knocking down the 3.
Wow, 2 steps behind the three-point line. What a shot. 1 minute left to play. Kenton with the basketball. Behind the back move, kicks it over to Pease. Now into the hands of Worthrow. Back over to Pease. She dribbles inside, puts one up. Enough contact to warrant the foul, Garrett. And Kenton's going to head to the free throw line.
I'm excited, Storm, because I get to finally say it. I was kind of scared I wasn't going to be able to. I think it was clean. Now, I might add, though, I think it was all ball from Alina there, but getting the
swipe down on it. Just get it out.
The swipe down right there is gonna warrant the call from the stripes, regardless if it's all ball or not, because it's kind of hard to tell in real time if you're hitting, you know, some part of the arm or the basketball. Swipe down is going to get the foul call 9 times out of 10. I'll even say 10 times out of 10, Storm.
I would too. Is that one?
I'll even say 11 times out of 10, Storm.
I'd be in agreement. As that's the Coach Goon specialty. You know, shout out to Coach Goon, one of the best coaches I believe either of us have ever had at the in a sport. So big shout out to him for all the tips and tricks we learned and that we share with you guys here on the OH.Report.
I think most of our commentating philosophy about basketball comes from him.
I think it really does. As Miller puts up a shot, that one no good. Rebound into the hands of Clear Fork. Workman has it. Swings it over, left side Belcher. 30 seconds left to play. Kicks it out Labaki. After the made 3 on the other end, kicks it back to blue ball. Now on the other end, almost gets it stripped away as Workman. She's able to bring it back out. No foul call right there. Very surprising. Belcher in the lane, gets tied up. I think they called that one a foul. So Clear Fork's going to have it out of bounds. Just a little bump. A little one. No big deal. Clear Fork inbounds at blue ball. Off the inbound, another three-pointer. Clear Fork back-to-back 6-0 run, 10-point advantage.
See if Kenton can get a shot off here in the final 2 seconds.
And they will not. That's going to take us into the fourth quarter. Lady Colts with a 10-point lead. We're going to be right back. Welcome back to Willard High School. Storm Bluntsley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, right there at the end of the third quarter, Clear Fork able to push it to a 10-point advantage.
Storm, you know why? It's from the other players for Clear Fork stepping up. Conrad has been at least limited here in the second half. It's been great defense from Kenton, but the others are stepping up for Clear Fork. Annika Labaki now up to 10, Wortman now up to 10, and then you've seen Blue Ball knock down that three at the end of the quarter. And now Clear Fork's back up 10, but it's been a game of runs. Kenton's been able to climb back into the game when they've been down double figures. Let's see if they can do it again. They're going to do it in 8 minutes.
And that's always a difficult thing to do, let alone if, no matter how much time you have. A double-digit lead, that's no laughing matter, as Kenton's going to have to play almost perfect basketball as Wethrow with the foul.
Reach and foul right there from Kenton. Really no need right there to play the basketball. Just play your man and see if you can get a steal. An errant pass, a nice defense there from Miller down low on Conrad. And really has shut down Conrad, to say the least, here in the second half.
Definitely limited her to 2 points in the second and third quarter after having 10 in the first. So some great defense as Kenton has it. Dive for the ball, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards the Wildcats.
Offense has got to come in a hurry here for the Wildcats. Sees if we got some blood storm on Miller's knee, so she's going to check out of the game. And I think there's some on Wortman's jersey. So that's going to get cleaned off before they check back in the game.
So 10-point advantage here for Clear Fork Garrett. We've seen Kenton bring things back to within 4, but it's been tough for them to bring it to any closer than that. So we're going to have to see if they can mount this comeback. They're definitely capable of, but it just kind of seems like they're playing a step slow.
Well, it's hard playing from behind against a very tough team like Kenton, or excuse me, like Clear Fork. They've been able to cut it to 4, and they haven't been able to get anywhere closer. And now Clear Fork, they got all the momentum storm. The others are picking it up. Clear Fork's offense begins to continue what they're doing, and their defense doing what it's doing. It's going to be another jump ball call. This one's going to go in favor of the Colts.
Had quite a few of those, Garrett. It's been a rough night for both teams taking care of the basketball. Some errant turnovers from both sides, so a lot of those tonight here. But Clear Fork able to take advantage. Labaki has it, swings it over to Belcher. Almost another turnover. Back into the hands of Belcher. 3-point try. That one on target. No good, but Conrad, 2 offensive rebounds, floats that one up and puts it in for her 16th basket of the night.
And there she is, Storm, making an impact, getting those 2 offensive rebounds. But now Kenton has numbers, taking it right to the cup. What a take right there. Not afraid of Sadie Larrabee. Able to get it to go, and it's still at a 10-point deficit, excuse me.
Labaki a little too antsy on that play. Traveled before, was able to put the basketball on the ground, and Miller checks back in for the Wildcats. Kenton now, go ahead.
Got to move quickly here, Storm, if you're Kenton. The points have been hard to come by, to say the least, tonight, and 6:30 left. Almost every possession offensively has to be in some kind of bucket, and that'll help right there as Miller gets a clean look, not going to get it to go, and Clear Fork will corral the rebound.
Looking a little bit like Scotty Barnes in the skills challenge. You remember that one? Yeah. Scotty Barnes was having a real rough time from about that spot, putting one in as Clear Fork the other way. Labaki has it. I think the Clear Fork fans wanted a foul. Not going to get it. Molina swings it over. Wortman has it. Conrad cutting across the paint. Wortman gets it over. Belcher, 3-point line, dribbles inside, puts one up, no good. Miller able to come down with a defensive rebound. So Miller able to give her team the ball. Now Thorne has it, gets it inside to Miller, down low. going to call a foul on Becca Conrad. And Garrett, you know, if you're that tall, that much bigger than the opponent, even if you are straight up, sometimes the refs are still just going to call that foul.
Yeah, I think Conrad played pretty solid defense. Did you see it, Storm? Did you see the left hand?
The swipe
down and hit, and this one had some contact too in the arm. So a definite foul and a great call there from the refs on the floor. But Miller not able to convert her first free throw.
Picture perfect, Garrett 2 for 2 on the swipe down call there tonight, as Miller is going to step up to the line for her second attempt. That one no good as well, and a huge block from Becca Conrad. Wildcats put another shot up, not able to get it, as Belcher was able to track down the defensive rebound.
So they had a couple looks, Storm, on that possession. None of them able to drop in the bucket. Still a 10-point lead here. We're about to go under 5 minutes to play.
Belcher has it now for the Colts. Elevator action. Labaki three-point try. No good. Defensive rebound for Molina. Cuts all the way to the cup. Too strong on that one as Wildcats have the offensive rebound. Three-point try for them. That one falls in another huge three from Henthorn.
They've got 4 of them here tonight, and Henthorn able to knock that one down and still staying in this game, Storm. Heck of an effort here from Kenton. Is that one going to count? I think it is, Storm. No, it's going to be. A foul on Allie Harper, and now Miller's going to check out of the game for Kenton.
So they are going to call that one on the ground, I believe. As a couple of Colts check in. Becca Conrad taking a seat. 3 Colts so far in double-digit scoring as Clear Fork takes it out of bounds. They get it into Cook. Labaki now gets inside, kicks it back out, swings it around. Cook has it, hands it off to Christina. Deep in the 5 count now. Smart timeout there from Coach Sellers to avoid the turnover.
7-point advantage here for Clear Fork. And a timeout from Coach Sellers is now Kenton trying to match their intensity defensively, getting up into the Lady Colts, trying to force a turnover. Their three-point shooting has been pretty solid here today. But where's the offense going to come from when those threes aren't falling, Storm, and you're able to let Clear Fork set in defensively? They got to find some kind of half-court action and try to get some steals so they can get in maybe the fast break to get some easy layups to get right back into this game.
Definitely, Garrett, and for Clear Fork, just kind of keep doing what you're doing. I mean, it's been working so far. We'll see if Becca Conrad can kind of wake up here in the second half. She has, I think, 4 points total here in the second half. So we'll see if she can kind of come alive here in the second or in the fourth quarter.
Lady Colts Storm made the trip. So did the Little Lady Colts Storm as well. Always see them down at the Valley showing off their dribble moves, and they decided to make the trip on the road and showing their support.
Always a treat to see them, during the halftime break, a little halftime entertainment, working on their dribble moves. Conrad down low, great defense from the Wildcats. That one out of bounds. Kenton's going to retain possession of the basketball.
So can't allow Becca Conrad to get that kind of positioning down low, because if she does, it's not going to look good.
It's not a recipe for success.
Yeah, exactly, Storm. You could say that. They're going to go right back down to her, but this time able to tip it away.
Kenton with a chance to cut it to 4 here. That's the closest the deficit has been all night. A three-pointer would do it as they're trying to get back into this one. Under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Beautiful head fake. We'll call that one a foul. We'll see if it's on the floor or in the act of shooting, but I think we're going to get a couple chances at the free throw stripe.
A nice move right there with the up fake.
Mean.
You left me speechless, Storm. I can't even think of anything to say.
Well, I got something to set you up for, Garrett. That's 4 on Becca Conrad if she takes a seat here late in the 4th.
What did you talk about, Storm, earlier in the game? What did you want to do with Conrad to try to limit her and take her out of the game and just see her heading to the bench?
You want to attack that basket, make her foul you. Get to the free throw line, even if you're not making your free throw attempts, getting her into foul trouble, that's a huge momentum boost and a huge advantage for your team as Clear Fork throws it away. 5-point game here late in the 4th quarter.
And I like what they did, Storm, on the last possession. They made Conrad get out of the paint and come up and guard and get her out in the perimeter a little bit and make her move her feet defensively. That's what drawed the foul. She checked out of the game. So no Conrad. Look for them to go down the Miller Storm, who can use her size to her advantage.
Takes it all the way. Miller trying to get the rebound. That's going to be a violation as Laura B was out of bounds. Can't be the first one to take possession of the basketball if you're out of bounds. So big break for Clear Fork as they're able to hold Kenton scoreless.
Harple checking back in the game for Miller. Down to 5, Storm. It was at 4, I think, was the smallest lead. And Kenton going to throw it away, had the ball there. And Wortman struggling to find a teammate. She finally will.
So Clear Fork, a lot of danger for them. They're able to get it out. Belcher has it. The student section coming alive here in the Big Haas. They're going to call a push-off foul on Harple. That will be the team's 6th foul, and Clear Fork will take it out of bounds.
Not really sure if I agree with that one, Storm. I think that was a little
ticky-tack?
Yeah, a little ticky-tack. It actually took the words out of my mouth. Especially this late in the game. I don't think there was that much contact to Aaron. A foul is almost another steal, but Clear Fork able to get it back.
Almost a backcourt violation as Clear Fork scrambling to hold on to possession of the basketball. Really not making any moves towards the hoop. I think just trying to milk some of the clock off as there's some aggressive defense from Kenton, and the Clear Fork Colts fans rejoice.
That's from they were begging for that call, but I thought it should have been called earlier when she first made the initial swipe, and Coach Bosselman saying she's throwing a little bit of elbow, Storm, to create some position. There's definitely some contact there from really both sides. So now heading to the free throw line is Wortman. She's with 10 points in the box score.
1-and-1 opportunity. That one, shooter's touch off the back of the iron and in, pushes it to a 6-point advantage. And Kenton's going to have to start scoring here quickly if they want to get back into this one. Battle for the basketball, out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touch by Clear Fork, I believe. Wildcats going to take possession, and this one's pretty much a must score here, I think, if you're the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think from here on out, every possession has to be a bucket here. And that's going to be a great setup and a great little screen down low from Tatum. Miller able to shield off Conrad, and back to 4, Storm.
Here we go. Where is Clear Fork going to go? 3 scores, and 10-plus points. One of those being Becca Conrad, as Clear Fork has it on offense in no hurry. Doubled it off her leg. They're going to call that one a jump ball, I think. Possession arrow points towards Kenton Garrett, so a chance to cut it to 2, a one-possession game. It'll be the first time it has been closer than 4 since 0-0.
I mean, you got to give a shout out to Kenton the way they're playing here. Storm as the underdog. They're a 9 seed in this tournament, and they're hanging tough with a 3 seed, and I thought there was going to be a travel call there, but going to queue up a 3, not going to get it to go, and Belcher's going to be there for Clear Fork for the rebound.
Wow, huge defensive stand for the Colts as they have it on offense now. A little bit of a push-off there, no call. Belcher has it, gets inside, kicks it out, loose ball, turnover. On the ground, no travel call. They're going to say a timeout called by Coach Sellers. What? Wow. That's some cheese. And that's what I don't really like about the jump ball call. I don't know. I feel like that one could have been a jump ball, could have not been. It's just a weird judgment call, I think, for the refs to have to make, especially this late and in this crucial of a game.
Well, it's sometimes harder to determine who has the basketball because I think, like right there.
I don't think Clear Fork had full possession, full enough to call a timeout.
I think Heather Thorne from Kenton had her hand on the basketball. They've been calling that a couple times here tonight. But I really thought there should have been a travel call, Storm. She did roll over a little bit with the basketball, and that's typically where they do call it. But nonetheless, Clear Fork able to get that. And Storm, look at what they're running on the floor.
Look at what they're going to in crunch time. The stack play coming out for the first time tonight for Clear Fork. 1:36 left to play, 4-point advantage for Clear Fork. Able to get it inbounds, thanks in part to the stack play, of course. Molina has it, takes the screen, hands it off to Davis. She kicks it over to Labaki. When do you start fouling now is the question for Kenton. 4-point advantage, and they elect to foul, and Molina is going to head to the line for the Colts. Actually, it's going to be Davis.
And what a big couple of free throws here, Storm, if she's able to make this first one. For Davis, 76% free throw shooter, so not the girl you want to send to the free throw line. And she does knock down the first one to make this 46-41.
5-point advantage now with an extra free throw attempt coming in. That one falls as well, so the advantage is 6 now, and Becca Conrad coming back in, and Miller sitting down for the Wildcats, who you got to think they're going with more of a 3-point shooting lineup here down the stretch.
I think you got to go to Hecka Thorne, Storm. She's had a couple threes here tonight. Has had a few blocks. Maybe try to set a screen for her, get her open from downtown, and see if she can knock something down.
Kenton on offense, fake out. Beautiful block from Conrad. It's going to sail out of bounds. And the Wildcats will retain possession.
What a big risk right there from Conrad. Swatting at that ball. Got all ball, too. Was able to recover defensively, but would have picked up her 5th foul. And
some more blood.
So another official's timeout, and Scott Sellers going to change his mind, Storm. He's going to put Conrad back in, I believe, and now Miller checking back in here for Kenton. As you see Conrad. She's not going to enter the floor, Storm. I was wrong.
I think it's a rule about maybe subbing in after an official's timeout. I'm not really sure, Garrett, but, I mean, you can tell it's been a physical game with how many timeouts we've had to take for, some blood on the floor or something like that.
Tournament action, Storm, giving it all here. Don't want to go home. It's a season of surviving and advancing. As you see Conrad not going to be able to check in. She's going to have to wait. And now they're going to go to Miller. And what a call right there, Storm, taking the charge. Trinity Cook, that's probably going to be the play of the game right there. Is now Clear Fork going to get the ball back. What a momentum swing right there.
Yeah, pulling the chair right there. What a great mental play to make right there, is draws the charge and gives Clear Fork a huge edge in this game. Davis down the sideline, gets into the hands of Wortman. She dribbles inside. Wow, tough foul right there, as Wortman took one off the head, but seems to be okay, and she's going to step up to the line for a 1-and-1.
Ooh. That was right.
Jawan Howard.
That was right in the nose, Storm. What a tough play right there from Wortman. Now she has to step up to the free throw line. See if she can knock down some free throws, and if she can, Storm, I think, barring a miracle, I think that'll wrap it up.
The signature line, barring a miracle, as old commentators curse. Wortman missing the first one, 6-point advantage still for the Colts. Wortman steps up to the line, knocks down her second one. 7-point advantage. Kenton gonna have to go quickly, and they're gonna have to score on every possession. No travel call, but that one's gonna be an over and back, Garrett, and I think that one, barring any miracle, will do it.
I think that's going to do it, Storm. Clear Fork now up 7, 44 seconds remaining. Going to the classic stack play to get an open Lady Colt here on the floor.
Davis gets it off the inbound. 40 seconds left to play. Kenton trying to do anything they can to create a turnover, and they're going to end up fouling, and Clear Fork now in the double bonus.
Surprised the foul came so late from Kenton. Expected them to foul as soon as the ball was inbounded. They elected to wait a couple seconds, try to get a steal before hacking. Send Labaki to the free throw line where she does knock down her first one. And now Clear Fork Storm looking to move on to the district semifinal. Be sectional champs since 2015. They take on the winner of Mansfield Senior and Bellevue, which will be coming up right after this game.
And what a special team it has been this year. Becca Conrad's one of those really special talents on the offensive and defensive end, but a couple of players like Labaki and Blue Ball, and all these Clear Fork Colts. What a special season it's been for them.
You got to tip your cap to Kenton too. At least coming in here and hanging tough with Clear Fork, a team that probably not a lot of people picked in to even make this competitive, and they've done so here, especially in the second half. And now going to be another foul, and Wortman going to head back down to the free throw line, Storm, and put this game away.
Definitely, I think just one would do it. 2 would be the cherry on top. As Wortman steps up to the line, 18.9 left to play. Double bonus, 2 free throws coming up. That one falls, pushes it to a 10-point advantage. Wortman now, second attempt. That one falls as well, so a perfect 2 for 2 from the line as Kenton's going to have it the other way. 10 seconds now, low block. Kenton with a 2-pointer, but that's going to do it here. I think 51-44 is going to be your final score as that final buzzer rings. And sectional champions now, the Clear Fork Colts. Wow, what an effort from them, and what an effort from Kenton, but the Clear Fork Colts take the victory.
And what a win, Storm, for the Lady Colts. Able to fight some adversity, too, there in the second half. Kenton was trying to come back, scratch and claw to get back into this game. They were able to do so. Wasn't enough. And Clear Fork are sectional champs here in the Ashland D2 District.
51-44, your final. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have a player of the game interview as well as post-game action coming up on the other side of this break.
Featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
Nice look to Denbo.
Regarding her beautiful behind the back move. Oh my goodness, ankle breaker. And it's the shot. Wow.
Being aggressive and traveling, or he's trapping. Inside to Holloway.
2-1-2 fast break. Ramsey has it, takes it herself off the glass, and Curfew comes back.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
That one to our Frito Lay post-game show where the Clear Fork Colts are cutting down the net because they are sectional champions. Storm Blunchley joined, of course, by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, what a game it was for both squads.
Yeah, Storm went back and forth affair. Kenton gave it their best shot, but Clear Fork was just way too much. And that girl right there, Becca Conrad, leading.
She almost doesn't even need the ladder.
Leading the team in scoring here tonight with 16, but others stepped up. Trinity Cook had a solid game. Lily Wordman and Annika Labaki. And they're sectional champs, Storm, for the first time since 2015. And they'll play the winner of Mansfield Senior and Bellevue.
And what a special feeling that has to be as we're going to take a look at our final stats here on the Frito Lay post-game show. Starting off with the victorious Clear Fork Colts, 51-44 your final. 17 field goals, 5 threes, 25 rebounds, 17 fouls, 13 turnovers. Shooting 12 of 15 from the free throw line for Kenton. 11 field goals, 4 threes, 19 rebounds, 10 fouls, 17 turnovers. Shooting 5 of 7. Garrett, it was a spectacular game for the Colts down low.
Yeah, leading them was Conrad. who typically is, especially down low in the painted area. She was just too much for Miller and company to handle here tonight, and that's why Clear Fork's cutting down the nets here, Storm, at the Haas.
Definitely. What a special moment that has to be to, step up there and cut down the nets. And even more special, Garrett, they get to move on in the tournament. Name of the game now, survive and advance. They're going to be surviving. They're going to be advancing to play the winners of our next game.
You got to like their chances, Storm, really, if they get to play any of those teams. And what a great team this is. And now Scott Sellers, the head coach of the Lady Colts, going up there to finally cut that thing down. Sure, he's going to give it a few spins. He is not.
That's the holding it up, Garrett. The classic coach. And team swarms. Coach Sellers, of course. So what a great game it was. And Becca Conrad with 16 points. Very impressive night for her so far. And the photo ops now ensuing.
What a win here, Storm, for Clear Fork. Haven't won a sectional championship since 2015, and to get it done here against a team in Kenton that is really no pushover, a very solid squad, upset the number 5 team in Norwalk, was able to hang tough here with these Lady Colts. And now they await their next opponent in the district semifinals. That will either be the TY Tigers or Bellevue.
And Garrett, it was, pretty impressive game for Kenton. They brought it back to within 2, I believe, but just weren't able to get it done. Clear Fork would always pull away, but no shame in hanging your hat on that loss. You played your hardest all the way through all 4 quarters, and that's something you got to be proud of.
No, they could have quit too, Storm. They were down 14 points early in the first quarter. They didn't give up. They continued to give it their all and were able to hang tough against a number 3 team in this district, the Clear Fork Lady Colts.
Believe we're going to have a player of a game interview here in just a few moments. Once again, your final, 52-43 in favor of the Clear Fork Colts. And of course, your MVP is going to be, of course, Becca Conrad is going to be our MVP.
Time now for our Bo Lacey MVP, Becca Conrad of the sectional champion Clear Fork Lady Colts. First of all, Becca, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a tough fought game against a lower seed. They just brought it all to you guys second and third quarter. What did you guys do in the second half to really take control of this game?
Well, we really prepared for this game to be a super hard game. We wanted to play hard, and realizing how we played in the second quarter, we needed to play even harder, play up to our level, and not clown around, basically.
First sectional championship since 2015, first 21 season since '88. How's it feel to be moving to districts?
Feels pretty great. Never been here before, so new experience.
And lastly, as always, you want to look into the camera, give a shout out to anybody, go for it.
All of our supporters, everybody who came out here tonight, especially the students on the student bus, thank you guys.
All right, Becca Conrad, or Bo Lacey MVP. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys to wrap it up.
That's going to do it here in Willard High School. We're going to wrap things up. We got another live stream to bring to you. Mansfield Senior taking on Bellevue, your final 51-44. But that's going to do it. Coming up tomorrow, Gardington Lincoln versus Johnstown Monroe girls high school hoops, coming up live and free. That's going to do it here for Storm Blunchley and Garrett Barlett. Mansfield Senior versus Bellevue, of course, coming up next. But that's going to do it here for our commentary portion of this. I think that's it, Garrett, right? Thank you very much for being my color commentator. Travis Brody, Brian Skronsky running camera, Adam Thompson directing on behalf of all of us at the OH.Report. Thank you so much. We're going to be right back in just a few minutes.